definitely goes below the ledge, and you also have the possibility with the second hit of Claim Hazard, so that's
Right.
also something to consider, and not to mention, Nair and Bagger, which also can play a big part in edge guarding those more repetitive type of recoveries,
Right.
such as Piranha Plant, in spite of those hitboxes. But we are going to see
Looks
instead
like we're going
a
with
bit of a
secondaries.
yeah. We've been talking about it. I guess we'll see it in another life because
Yeah,
right now it's all about the Pyra and Mythra.
Pyra and Mythra. I did see that Yusha does also play Pyra and Mythra as well. So I
Who
honestly was
doesn't?
expecting. I wouldn't have been surprised with the swap, but I am surprised at the Tarnished Dr. Mario. I am very excited to see what's going on here.
Heated juggling starts, and definitely being here from Mexico, I am very familiar with players such as Passar or Jassar, I guess we could call him as well.
Right.
I mean, an absolute beast with Dr. Mario, and I've seen many a doc, especially of course Hazar, make some incredibly nasty stuff happen. Let's see it right now. Some of that can be brought forward by Tarnished. I mean, definitely a character that hits very hard. Obviously, we talked during plenty of time about the recoveries. That is not going to be a strong suit for either of these characters, and so
Absolutely
I
not.
guess a bit of a gambling match could ensue if anybody finds themselves off stage. But who will that be first? I mean, so far Tarnish managed to, at the very least, make up for some lost grounds. Excellent recovery there by the way, taking advantage of the drift, and you're gonna find yourself off stage. Take care of the pills right here. That pill narrowly missing. That would have given a very big opportunity here for Tarnish to try and go off stage and maybe trying to hit a deadly aerial to close out the first stock. But look at those pills. I mean, one of the most underrated, I guess, projectiles in this game.
Absolutely. I think Dr. Mario and by extension Mario as well. You can see a lot of those players using their pill or fireball as their best let me get in tool, because it forces a option at no matter what. You either have to shield it, you have to jump, you have to avoid it. It's forcing you to do something that the player is going to use to their effect. Or we could just edge guard and go for the down air like that. That was beautiful. But that is something that most players will see a lot of Marios and Dr. Marios doing. So there are ways to deal with it. Sometimes you just have to eat it. Sometimes you can counter it. You can't be predictable with it, but it is absolutely an option that you can go for at many times.
A bit unfortunate there for Tarnish that the running speed from Dr. Mario is not a little bit faster. That Javelok would have definitely been a ton of damage, if not the stock altogether. But right now, trying to make up for lost grounds is Yusha, who, already finding themselves on the last stock and not the most promising of starts.
Ooh.
I did not expect that to go in such a fashion, reflecting the projectile actually, and a bit of empowerment comes through, and that means that the hit that you're gonna take is not gonna be exactly forgiven. So
I don't think I've ever seen that projectile reflected, let alone kill with.
Same, which also it's so surprising. I mean, I've been commentating this game for as long as it's been out, and I'm still getting surprised by niche interactions such as that, I mean, this game never ceases to impress.
Oh, absolutely. And we are going with the character change. Looks like Yusha regretting the Pyra Mythra choice just a little bit. Might be a little bit more practice with the Cloud versus Dr. Mario. So I am quite excited to see if Yusha's able to come and turn this around with their main.
So far, so good though for Tarnished. I mean, the patience of the platforms, the shield game on the defensive has been impressive. I mean, Tarnished, and you talked about it, not exactly going for the main right here, and nonetheless bringing forth great success right now. Ooh, look at that, and trying to avoid even swinging for the fences with the up B. Again, I respect it.
Absolutely, and we're seeing some amazing footwork being done here by Tarnished, just avoiding Yusha to the best of their ability, getting only 36% while Yusha's lost an entire stock already. This is a momentous game here for Tarnished.
Ooh, okay. Middle of stage, that's important. This is the most important swing, I guess, at that point. Ooh, the aggressive landing. I like that. And I guess that's something that just comes with the experience of fighting characters such as Luigi, such as Dr. Mario, that have those constant and very, very lasting hitboxes right there. Ooh, swing and a miss.
Absolutely.
There. That was the opportunity for Tarnished, but nonetheless, those up smashes out of shield are very, very good for Cloud.
Absolutely, and we are doing a tremendous job staying on stage, not letting any anything too crazy happen. And I could see Yusha turning it on right now. We're getting some good damage. We're feeling a lot more confident. It seems like Yusha just needed to get that little bit more of confidence in just being able to maneuver and deal with Tarnished gameplay.
Agreed. Ooh, the recovery, not forcing out the limit. But, okay, I guess the Sours, but also works in such a fashion. So far, the Tarnished defensive options have been on point and allowing a bit of extra survivability. Let's see who takes this stock first, even in spite of that percentage differential.
This really is just waiting to see who's going to come out on top here first. But I, for one, am, again, Cloud Believer. I know we're not supposed to be biased on the mic, but I see this turnaround happening for Yusha. Yusha is figuring this out very quickly and moving with so much finesse and edge guarding with finesse. This could be the stock there, but not just yet.
Oh, the backer narrowly misses the forward tilt, though, putting first again in a very compromising spot, and that is Yusha taking the lead for once and going for it straight up. Yes, guaranteed damage. I love that. Oh, again, we've seen Tarnished, swing for defenses with those recovery options, even from disadvantage, which I guess, it can work out, but I see Yusha respecting the type of optional of
Absolutely. We could definitely see that Yusha has been able to figure out exactly how Tarnished likes to use Pill to get into a good position. How Tarnished also likes to use a cape on recoveries. And we are seeing all this adaptation happen in real time, and it's doing a tremendous job for both players. You can also see this adaptation coming in from Tarnished, but it's happening just a little bit quicker for Yusha.
At the moment, yes. The switch so far, so good, working out. Gonna try to find that option to close it out. This percent against Cloud, and not exactly the most comfortable forcing out that jump. Let's see if Tarnished takes note of that habit, perhaps. Gonna swing again, aggressively so on both ends, which I guess taking a page out of his opponent's book there is Yusha, but can you actually close it out? That was the perfect opportunity. Gonna swing for it. Settles with the ledge trap for a second, and perfect
getting the forward air. Not exactly taking the stock though yet. We're still getting a lot of pressure, and the forward tilt is gonna take it. Amazing job there by Yusha. We saw the adaptation and the gameplay change in real time, while both game one and the first talk of this game, to be quite honest, was looking very, very in Tarnished favor. But we very, very quickly saw Yusha adapt and overcome and figure out how to best deal with Tarnished Dr. Mario. So now I'm curious if we looks like we are sticking with the Dr. Mario here. But I'm curious if that's the correct choice here, especially with how much Yusha was able to adapt and overcome with that game too. But with Hollow Bastion, I definitely think this is a fairly even stage for both players here. But I do want to see how this plays out in the long run.
See, I see it. But here, off the rip, 65 to 51, what has it been, like 15 seconds? And we're already onto this type of damage. But you talked about the adaptation, and Yusha showing it right now. One more hit, and that should be it. Going perfectly so. Just taking massive advantage of the timing right there, and knowing that, well, if there is a character that is going to suffer upstage, yes, it could be mine, but it's definitely going to be yours.
Absolutely. And we saw that perfectly executed patience. To be quite honest, I was a little confused as to why Tarnished went for that. But Yusha was there, ready and prepared. And that honestly would have taken that stock if Yusha just went the other direction. But this is still looking in Yusha's favor.
Again, catching those jumps with the pill. So those little habits have been caught on by Yusha. So again, that adaptation factor coming in strong. Nonetheless, though, Tarnished manages to even the stocks out right away.
Absolutely, and going for the down special to try and get out of climb hazard, but just too little too late in frames there, and catching the landing there with dash attack. And I do want to compliment Tarnished there. We did change our recovery path from the last stock. We did learn our lesson, but we were not mixing up how we're landing, and we are just going to get punished with the simple forward tilt by Yusha.
Here could come tons of damage. This is a beautiful position for Tarnished, however, not going to get to take full advantage of it. Rolling in, that has been a defensive habit that has been showing up quite a bit. Let's see if Yusha, much like he has found patterns in some other areas, can also pick up on that pattern.
Absolutely. And Tarnish trying to catch that landing, just barely whiffing with the forward smash, but still getting the grab into the back air. Wasn't going to take it, but
Ah.
Yusha is very quickly reversing this, and this is still looking to be in Yusha's favor.
Love the movement so far here from Yusha. Oh, the pill gonna just narrowly allow Tarnished to make it back into the stage. A bit of a miss. That could have definitely still been a successful off match for the side of Yusha. Let's not forget, this is a game number 3. So
Yes.
this next hit could be everything right now for Yusha.
Absolutely.
I mean, the win, no, very good.
We're at the point in the match where Cloud just starts spamming back air, but it's a good move. It's a great killing move. So I completely understand how we've reached that point. And I hope seeing the back air spam puts a fire under Tarnished. This is not unwinnable for Tarnished. This is that fire I was just talking about. This is absolutely doable. Just Tarnished needs to really bring it together.
Rolling in again, and Yusha seems aware, but just not able to punish it very narrowly so at that. And again, just trying to catch it. That is the second or third time that has happened, but no dice so far. However, 100 and almost 40%. That is incredible.
Ooh.
This should be it. You're gonna go off stage, second swing, and yeah,
And
just
we're
too
not
low. At
gonna
that
make
point,
it.
the mere presence of Cloud was enough to deter Tarnished from attempting that recovery. I mean,
Absolutely.
it was either that or a hit. It was a very reactable situation for Yusha regardless, so I guess a bit of a checkmate position there.
That was absolutely a
Tarnished.
check. There were no real